Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Propagandacast. I'm your host, Imperial Dane. We'll be having a amazing 2 versus 2 right here on the wintry outskirts of Moscow. Yes, indeed, Moscow. We'll be watching Dilophos once more alongside incredible Fahu fighting for the Germans. For the 5th SS Panzer Division Viking going up against E1pandie and Aerohank once more as well, fighting for the Soviet Union, comrades. And the 5th Guards Mechanized Corps. We're seeing plenty of conscripts, and we're seeing a rather heavy focus here from the Soviets towards the right hand side. From the Germans, they're splitting up a bit more. We're also seeing here Blitzkrieg Doctrine, Elite Troops und Mechanized Assault. Incredible Fahu with Spearhead, Festung Support und Fortified Armor. E1pandie, who's gone straight in for mechanized support, versus Aerohank, who has got Soviet shock, counter-attack, and shock rifle. So plenty of shock doctrines there, or at least shock trooper doctrines. Certainly something the Soviets in that way can sort of take more advantage of compared to the Germans. And back to the Dilophos here, 1 Grenadier, 1 MG42. Numerous more Grenadiers here for incredible Fahu. Special Rifle Command here for E1pandie. And again, continued severe efforts there. They're clearly hunkering down on one side first, really trying to overpower the German player there, and then sort of switch over to the other, perhaps that way overpowering them there. And it can certainly work out reasonably well, of course. Also then depends on how the German players react to this kind of effort. We're noting numerous support weapons up here initially from Dilophos, although at least he still got some sort of infantry, which is something. So of course I have to see how the Germans react to this Soviet advance. We're noting here Incredible 4 has gone for an incredible large amount of Grenadiers already. Initial engagement up here by the right hand victory point. Fahu's Grenadier coming under fire from conscripts. More conscripts moving up for the Rodina. Grenadiers taking up position here by the fence, going to see if they can't flank the Bolsheviks. We're seeing additional conscripts rushing in here. This is going to be quite the infantry fight as more infantry slowly stream forwards, marching to the sound of battle. Definitely getting a bit chaotic here. Grenadiers, conscripts straight on top of each other, trying to take up some cover here behind crates, but they're actually, the point has been taken. They need to get into actual cover now. They're still exposed out in the open there. Incredible Fahu actually ends up retreating, surprisingly enough, in the face of all of this. That's a bit surprising, to be honest. Perhaps Fahu wants to reorganize and counterattack as swiftly as possible in a slightly better manner. Meanwhile, pushing up further here in the west, we're seeing here that Dilophos is sending up numerous MG positions. We're also doing here a bit of barbed wire going up around this point, interestingly enough.
And he shoots as bad as he smells.
Dilophos men continue to stream in towards there. Additional pioneers of Fahu Grenadiers need to reinforce, and we might be seeing a bunker up actually by the looks of it. They could definitely do with one, and there we go. An initial bunker, which rather means currently though there's a bit of a problem, a bit of a dangerous situation, which is that Dilophos will be the one having to hold the entire rest of the map as the Soviets continue to stream forwards. That's a bit of a dangerous situation. Incredible Fahu has put his teammate in, and hopefully Dilophos can hold it to a certain extent, otherwise there's going to be a large amount of trouble. We're also noting here that E1pandie is going straight on for the scout snipers. Bit dangerous there as well. So, forced to hold up the situation there. More barbed wire. Oh, it's still over here. He's bakes. I think he's sort of trying to make it difficult for his opponent to rush straight here for the big fuel point. They're actually an interesting idea. Rare to see that much barbed wire usage. Not necessarily a bad idea, though, and certainly free, so I mean, I won't argue against it. Also, munitions carriers going up here, so actually they're already there working towards some greater strategy, and we're seeing Blitzkrieg already. So initial munitions cache, that could work out interesting enough, though already here we're seeing the Soviet assault going in slowly. An additional sniper team from E1pandie.
Army unit has engaged us.
Situation going to be a bit dangerous. Russian engineers, marching up the left-hand side. Pioneer going to soon find themselves under attack. Russian infantry held back. Snipers moving up though. Dilophos going to need moving out into the open. Pioneers versus the engineers. Engineers force course to run past the pioneers. Next ones to fight, and they actually take quite a bit of damage there from the difficulties. Grenadiers out in the open. What are you thinking, Dilophos? Your men are getting cut down. Aerohank with a weapon support company arriving with a Maxim. Grenadiers don't need to retreat. Come on, Dilophos. Oh, that was just silly. That was just silly. We might take conscript squad though, getting absolutely shredded here by the two MG42s and their combined awesome might. Now pulls off a bullet scump. Run, Boris, run, but not too suspiciously fast, or the NKVD might decide to shoot you. MG42, they need to pull back. Come on, Dilophos, you're being way too bold here. You're under heavy sniper fire. You've got a massive Soviet assault going in. This is not good. There we go. But at the same time as all of this is happening, we're seeing massive counter-stroke up from Fahu here on the right-hand side, grabbing back as much head as possible, at the same time setting up a light mechanized company. But can Dilophos hold up for these kind of losses? And all of this is happening also to Fahu, by the way, who's now getting Panzer Grenadier, but at the same time, of course, also the risk of those MD-42s being handed over to the Surge. I mean, there's quite a few threats here at the same time. E1pandie now getting some Guards Rifle Infantry, already upgraded with the DP light machine guns. Grenading the mission cans, of course, hoping to deny the fascists as much munitions as possible. Fahu could consider getting at least one light machine gun up for his Grenadier. We also know he's gone for Spearhead, so Spearhead und Blitzkrieg. MD-42 forced retreat. Now we've got one MD-42 stolen. Sniper seen hanging about here. Lots of other nasties. Oh no. Another MD-42 right hand out again. Once more too slow. Aerohank charging in with shock troopers. Nice rifle grenade there. Wiping out 1/3 of the unit, but they're still there. And the Grenadiers up close are not having a fun day. This is not really the sort of situation that a bolt action rifle excels in. Fuel cache going up there. Germans need to quickly strike out. Whoops. And there we go, so Panzergrenadiere mit der Sturmgewehrs. We're seeing a contact going in towards Fahu's positions. No snipers immediately supporting it. Want to get into cover as soon as possible, and there we go. Conscripts there getting shredded nicely. Guards rifling moving from one flank, snipers opening up. Oh, poor Friedrich there. At the same time, Dilophos punishing him with his Grenadiers in the west. Grenadiers don't need to get out of there. Oh, Fahu, you go. Looks like he managed to somehow force the situation. There's Dilophos attacks in for the flank. Saved his Panzer Grenadier. That was bleeding close. Another sniper there, but actually sprinting there. A bold and clever move there, ensuring they don't have to retreat. Nicely done there, E1pandie. Grenadiers are pushed away, and we're seeing a light Panzer Spielwagen arriving with the auto cannon upgrade on the way. Pioneers slowly advancing, suffering from the sniper fire. Panzer Grenadiers now up for Dilophos as well. Engineers force, of course, get around all of this. We're also getting S-mount hit one side of it. He should out there as well. Lovely, a nice little way of sort of defending a point without having to leave a lot of troops. Nice little idea there. Dilophos, nice idea. Panzer Grenadiers lining the conscripts up against the wall and executing them Teutonic style. A small little victory there. Right flank on a bit of pressure here, Pioneer. Consider with a Flammenwerfer for them. Well, looks like they might just be continuing to harass. So they continue to have a massive field presence and hold most of the map. So it seems once more that they are focusing around the centre. Perhaps a bit too much. And there we go, we're seeing the scout coming in here towards the right hand side. Might deal with these Russian Conscriptniki with its 2cm Kampfwagenkanone. And there we go, the Russians get a bit of a blast in there, a nice dose of German pepper. And there we go, Yuri goes down. And meanwhile, a fresh German assault up here with some Grenadiers leading the way. So far, not a single Grenadier upgraded with a light Maschinengewehr. And there's moving support here. The conscripts might in fact get forced away, might even be cut down if Fahu decides to pursue. But no, apparently not. No. Hunt and destroy. Or hunt and kill, whatever. Grenadiers here once by coming in a bit of pressure. Maxim snipers and whatnot. With an MG42 manned by Guard infantry holding up the village or the center here. Guard infantry getting blasted a bit there, already there, low on health. They actually need to be a bit careful now. We've also got Panzergrenadier moving in. This could easily turn out to be a bad engagement for these Guards riflemen. Over to E1pandie and the Soviets. And there we go. Pioneers, Panzergrenadier, just charging in. Heavy losses right there inflicted upon them. Many of their comrades have been lost. And there we go, just as it happens, the scout car moves in for the vengeance for those anti-tank rifle armed goons. Going to get its vengeance for its many comrades lost throughout the war. Can the Guards riflemen make it? Oh, with the scout car, there we go, get the kill. That definitely hurt. We also in here light machine guns and anti-tank rifles left behind.
Yes, comrade.
So it's counter-tanking to hold up the centre, but the right flank is falling to the Germans pretty heavily. We're noting a T-34 out here on the way from E1pandie. Also, light machine gun could be a nice idea to seize for the glory of the Soviet Union and the Soviet peoples. Fight towards the right-hand centre here, the right side of the village. Panzergunners moving in, going to see if they can't flank about. Nice idea. Sturmgewehrs ringing out. Left-hand side, seeing some minor fighting here from Dilophos. Maxim crew dead. Guards riflemen doing what they can. There we go, a nice fragmentation grenade, forcing away the Panzergrenadier. Scout coming up and using the T-34 out. T-34 out. Pioneers firing, and there we go, popping smoke. Nebel. Nice use there. Pioneers sneaking into the smoke. Also a nice idea there. Overall, the right-hand side now has to be abandoned due to the lack of anti-tank weapons. A bit of a flaw there from the Germans. To put it mildly, kein Panzerabwehrkanone or Panzer or Sturmgeschütz. E1pandie taking nice advantage of that. Lovely. Scout car getting the devil out of there.
Ready.
Taking fire! Yes, comrade.
MG42 setting up. Pioneers force retreat. And the T-34 here going a bit aggressively. Perhaps finding something there. In fact, a fuel cache. We are now seeing a support armor car going up here for Incredible Fahu. About bleeding damn time. That should have been up a lot earlier, I would argue. Floating a bit of resources there, Aerohank. In particular, a bunch of munitions. I mean, he could easily afford to set up a bunch of mines. There are many good spots to mine. Here, 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 here. So get to it, Aerohank. Comrade Stalin demands mines to demonstrate the superiority of the Soviet industry. Then you see the light machine gun firing versus the Soviet conscripts on light machine gun. Oh, but the Molotov sets the Grenadiers ablaze. Bathing in vodka before the battle turned out to be a bad idea in this case. Might help with the lies, but not so much with the Molotovs. And there we go, Panzergrenadier moving up with Kenton Panzerbüchse, nice volley there. Tearing up 1/3 of the health. And tactical movement as well. Someone actually using tactical movement. Lovely. Wunderbar. Sehr gut. Russians working hard to capture the left-hand side. A bunker here could be an idea for Dilophos or whatever Saurus. Scout car getting a bit too close to the shock troopers. Careful, careful. Du wirst nicht ein Panzer. At the same time, continue the assault here. Panzer is veterancy too. Tactical movement definitely allowed them to get one step ahead. Shock troopers here getting gutted. Nice. Once more a successful push from the Germans up the right-hand side. Snipers holding up the village centre, or the town centre. They might want to sort of assist their teammates a bit better. Instead of hanging out in the middle of the road. Mechanized armor company up for Aerohank.
Area secured.
Panzerwehrwerk for Dilophosaurus and a Panzerkampfwagen for Fahu.
We are taking losses!
Conscripts forced to retreat. And there we go, an H-35 up for Aerohank. And he's losing one, poor devil. And sprinting snipers, they need to be a bit careful they don't get a bit too close to, say, ambushed with a bundle grenade.
Been spotted. Sniper standing
They're
by.
going to attempt to sort of catch them off, but Panzer strikes are not necessarily that good at hitting
Sniper
snipers.
standing by.
Of course, it would have been impressive if they'd hit, but that would have been quite the gamble. Another fuel cache up to replace the one lost. They seem rather intent on keeping them going. Clearly some plans there for some armoured stuff in the future.
We are as ready
And
as
probably
we
also
can
help
be.
with the fact that they're getting severely fuel harassed throughout the fight. So, not a bad idea. One grenadier squad here being held up by conscripts with a light machine gun. Quick round grenade there, blowing up the fence, but about that's it really. Nothing else. Nice assault going in there from Aerohank. E1pandie's left flank is rather weak with that. We're now seeing a half-tick highway on the way. Quick fragmentation grenade, hoping the Germans run into it, but no luck. T-34, they're going to bring support. Panzerkampfwagen here, 40 are dealing with things. S-35 not moving up support yet. And there go T-34s engaging the Grenadiers and Pioneers. While the Guards in infantry hold them up. And I wonder what that Panzer is doing so far. Not a single bit of damage. Come on, Dilophos. You can do better than that. Over to Aerohank. His conscripts forced to run away. And there you go, the S-35 reveals itself, opens up, getting up here behind the hedgerows where the S-35 can't shoot through, well, the brush, foliage, whatever. Panzer IV though, moving a bit too far ahead, bad move. Thankfully nothing too bad happens. Shock troops there suffering excessively so. And get wiped out, another shock trooper got lost there, that's going to be quite hurt, and we're seeing a replacement on the way. T-34 finding out the Panzer strikes. Panzer Grenadiers trying to get it, only one rocket connects. Well, apparently both doing it. Actually, T-34 gets out of there, snipers sprinting back, flying right back to the half-track. Veterans T2, one of them at least. Bad news for the Panzer, and there we go, just heavy AA fire. Attempted mine there, but not quite finished. Grenadiers with a light machine gun. We're seeing a rather severe retreat here from Fahu.
Objective secure. We will defend it to the death.
Panzerwerfer got a kill. Huzzah. Also, Fahu's flooding a ton of resources. Come on, Fahu. Same with Dilophos. Kindly refrain from that. Particularly having that much trouble holding the map. There we go, Dilophos, but Fahu.
We are bleeding, comrade. We have the point secured, but the enemy
Conscripts getting blasted. Also seeing here a bit of resources being flooded, might be that I can understand that. He's definitely got the command points for it, but he actually needs to get it first then.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Replacements have arrived.
And I suppose Fahu here might be playing at a Tiger, even then he doesn't need 1200 manpower for the Tiger. KB1 also an option now for Aerohank if he so decides. But likely not. Nope, indeed we are going to be seeing the B4 203mm howitzer known as Stalin's sledgehammer. Hardly a weapon of subtlety or accuracy, just sheer raw firepower, and we're seeing a Panzerkampfwagen 5 arriving there for Dilophos.
Here they come.
Shock troopers holding up a point here, but Panzer IV support by Panzer Grenadiers are not going to force them away there. Nice hit there, grenade though, failing to do anything to the advancing German infantry. And sadly no tanks got to support them or max them or anything. Bit of an exposed position, half being forced away. Mine troops actually swinging the mine troops, see them cheek back. And Panther arrives. Mine went off there to a grenade, but didn't do anything seriously. Interesting enough. Heavy engine damage there to the half-track, or just wrecked it out. Panther fires away, nothing here can touch it, and there we go. Down. Still some time here. Also KB1 available. He might want to consider that one, but no. Oh, there we go. KB1, the clear additional one tank. Could be used to absorb damage for the S-35 as well.
Conditions are imminent.
One of the earlier Soviet heavy tanks, also the most successful of those early heavy tanks. The others were a bit confusing in some regards. Panther now needs to be careful. There go B4 howitzer. Oh, misses, but ultimately takes out a huge chunk of a nearby hut, which must count for something. Panther firing away. Needs to be careful with all those troops climbed up. Also, an awful lot of snipers. Come on, E1pandie. 4 sniper squads, really? Oh well. Back to Dilophos. Here's Panther dueling out with the K1 and the S-35. Need to be careful there, Dilophos. Veterans in 1 on the S-35.
We have 300 points remaining.
And a Tiger tank up here for Fahu. Die Tiger ist bereit.
Caution. Blizzard.
Dispatch from a nearby schwerer Panzerabteilung to provide support.
That's it. Fully reinforced. Awaiting orders. The territory is out of contact.
And lots of engineers that are dying. Another attempt here. Once more misses, blowing up a nice chunk of the lake.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Remember, a sledgehammer is not known for its accuracy.
Done.
Of course, as it vets up, it actually becomes more accurate and also shoots faster. K1 will need repairs. So will the T-34-76. And these numbers definitely need to be careful. I mean, if that Tiger tank was to advance right there, it would be able to wipe them out in one go. Pioneers freezing to death in the blizzard. There we go, getting sniped to death in the blizzard. Hardly better. And snipers making one hell of a run for it right there. Shock troops advancing straight at the Panzerkampfwagen. The grenades getting locked at them. Not the Panzer grenadiers. And we're seeing a command tank, yes, is available and is in fact called in. Nicely done there, Dilophos. Die Panzerbefehlswagen. And there we go. Once it actually hits, I mean, it can actually take out a Panzer IV at full health in one shot. So that definitely hurt Fahu right there. Quite a bit.
AT support primed to go. Blizzard is passing.
Looks like the Tiger's finally on the move. Fahu's been rather passive with it so far, not good. But a flank assault going in here. T-34 exposed, infantry moving in, getting sniped though. Retreat the grenadiers, there we go. KB1 flanking the Tiger. Snipers getting the devil out of the rifle grenades going off. Panthers advancing from the front. KB1 needs to retreat, pull back. B4 hits the house instead. And, oh, aerial bombing strike. Everything to get that Tiger, but everything misses the Tiger. Impressive. Tiger tank moving in here. ISU 152 out from E1pandie. The Fierce Panzer moving in. Panther not following up due to damage. Buttoning up the Tiger, that's bad, that's really bad. Veterans E1. Third Panther firing into the side of the S-35. Might the Tiger escape this quickly? Oh, it got abandoned on the ice! Right in the Soviet base! Ach du lieber, ach du Goethe! The Panzer heroically trying to knock out that B4, but it's not going to make it, and it's now back down. Oh, popping smoke, but too late, even with the blitzkrieg. Just a very wrong moment. This is a bad situation, meine Herren. Another B4 hit. Oh, nice chunk there. And oh, Fahu's actually stealing away the Tiger tank. Popping smoke. And laying down more smoke with them out. By the looks of it, yes, indeed! An absolutely insane recovery right in front of the Soviets in their own base! Oh, Fahu! That was bloody impressive. That is, in fact, incredible. One could already mount the Soviets. Yeah! We stole one of the fascist panzers. Wait, the fascists just stole it back. Comrades, quickly, stop them! All the while the fascist goes, smoke you later, or, I know, some other cool one-liner. Probably much cooler than what I said, but there we go. Absolutely impressive right there. Fahu made a clean getaway with the Tiger tank, knocked out in the Soviet space. Nice use of smoke there, got it out of there and back to his own base. Absolutely outstanding. Also rather German, in some regards the Germans were known for being able to extricate and get back damaged vehicles from any otherwise tricky situations, certainly going that far. But still, quite impressive right there, Fahu. Quite impressive, without a bleeding doubt. Veteran 2 though on this B4 Howard, so that's definitely going to be a nightmare for the Germans. With that increased rate of fire and that much more accuracy. Also, nice use of that Granatenwerferwagen to lay down the smoke cover. Overall, just bleeding damn impressive. Not sure how to describe that. MB-42 being held up by constant squad with the light machine gun supporting it. Germany to squad being held down, but looks like there we go. Rifle grenades and Panzer grenades flanking in, clearing out the machine gunners. Might even gain veterans if free. Yes, there we go. And grabs the MB-42. Oh, very close getting started there. That was damn close. That was damn close. Oh, he lost it on retreat, and then a Howitzer strike wiped out another unit. Oh dear. So, and he lost. Oh dear. Oh dear. Fahu was a bit bold there. Probably hadn't been expecting all that kind of firepower. Oh dear. That hurt. Also, apparently the scout car's still around. Impressive.
I hope you need us someplace.
But he's definitely going to need some replacement infantry after all that. Also noting he's got several pioneers working on the Tiger. In fact, he's got 3 squads about to get to work on it. Good, good. Panzerwerfer continues to fire away. Panther moving in. A fresh one by the looks of it. Has he, by the way, repaired the B4 anyways? Come to think of it. And is he laying down more smoke? Oh well, Panzer is fighting over the centre. Russia's pushing up the left flank. Heavy fighting here for the western fuel point. Another KV-1 up for Aerohank. The E152 Veterans U1. Thus giving it tracking. That's not good. If you're the opponent, that is. Panther making an immediate encounter here with the shock troopers.
He is attempting to steal our sector. Unit ready.
2 Tigers out.
Top gunner here. Another has taken out an enemy unit. Standing by. Tiger.
And again, we seem to have been most common, apparently, in some regards, with Tigers to operate in pairs. Several spots throughout the eastern front less and really sort of engaging heavy numbers. Still interesting bit of that. The Tigers then engaging the 1 combat near Sworn. I would suggest them getting out of there. They're not going to a long chance of rifle. Mine up there as well. German pioneers advancing, but again, very little infantry out from Fahu. He needs to correct that.
Transmission is shut.
And they hit the 1 mine there. Absolutely outstanding work, Fahu. And a B4 fires away there. Might have gotten another pioneer unit, just 1 pioneer, can't quite tell. And ISU-152 supporting the KV-1's advance here. Panther pulling away. Panzerwerfer continuing to unleash rocket after rocket. Down to 2 snipers here. Oh, the one is already veteran, the other's not quite so much. But time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is they're overall rather equal in terms of damage, though Incredible Fahu and Aerohank are leading in terms of damage, whereas E1pandie is actually leading in terms of kills. So there are some things to take note of. Their already situation in terms of map control is reasonably so 50-50 in some regards, perhaps with a small advantage to the Germans. In terms of armor advantage, one can easily argue that it's there with the Germans. In some regards, though. I mean, they've got several Tiger tanks. They've got Panthers, but at the same time, their opponent does have heavy assault guns and the tank destroyer K1, of course, also the B4 howitzer, which can also prove to be quite uncomfortable in that regard. Again, you know, one solid hit, and you can easily see a tank not being that very combat fit afterwards. And certainly a medium tank is going to be scrap metal after such a direct hit from that howitzer. Infantry-wise, the Russians are probably leading, though the Germans have suffered quite a bit. In particular, Fahu at the moment is rather weak in that department. Certainly one concern for the Germans should be to a certain extent rebuilding that infantry force, although Dilophos is much better standing off, so largely it's Fahu perhaps might want to consider another Panzer Grenadier Squad or another Grenadier Squad to help with that a bit. At the same time, the Germans should consider delivering their heavy armor, and of course, noting here the right flank is exposed, they could try and make for a base assault, and in that way, at the very least, try and see if they can't get that B4 howitzer, and they can pull that off. That would be a huge success, a huge boon. It would certainly deny the CoH2 and otherwise currently very powerful artillery asset with that veteran B4 howitzer. So that's definitely something that should be considered very strongly. And another Panther might be in there for Dilophos house, but again, with all the infantry, a Sturm Panzer 4 might also be an idea for Dilophos house to consider, at the very least. So, popping over to the CoH here, in some regards, though, E1pandie is a bit weak again. That's probably from all the manpower expended on all those snipers. Ultimately didn't do much, and in that regard, he needs to get out some more infantry and stop just spamming snipers. I mean, sniper spam is not that strong anymore, thankfully. So in that regard, he should probably work, you know, getting out of that phase and rather work on something a bit more sustainable in the long run, and currently that requires a bunch of infantry. He's certainly got the manpower for it. He could also try and save up for another ISU-152, that might also work. Would certainly give the CoH massive amounts of firepower then, with 2 of these massive beast killers unleashing heavy shot after heavy shot against enemy infantry and enemy armor alike. That could definitely be nice. As for Aerohank, another K1 sort of support things might be nice, but they also need to sort of keep their flank secure. Right now this is rather exposed, and again could lead to a direct assault on the B4, knocking that out. So there are definitely some issues to be taken care of. There are more mines, would also be nice, and perhaps setting up here for some more precision bombing strikes to the right spots could be a nice idea overall. There are definitely multiple options. So, let us return to the fight.
Enemy troops!
Pack in a bit of trouble. Scout car here dealing with the conscripts. Veterans are free on this scout car. A real killer now. And just tearing the stuffing out of the conscripts right there. Attempt at getting the pack, certainly one man dies from the sheer shock of it. His heart couldn't handle it. As the house exploded right next to him, I'd certainly be a bit shocked as well. Shice! And Panzer is still working his way towards veteran 2 Tigers. Looks like there we go. Might be sending off an assault on the right flank. But again, going to lack infantry support to keep it going, so there might be some dangers there for Fahu's Schwerer Panzer. Panzer FF failed to really make an impression on the Guards infantry. The S-Man, on the other hand, had a much better job there.
Make it quick.
We've been rewarded.
And then we got another veteran 3 sniper. And looks like the fascist armoured assault is about to hit. Though again, Fahu does seem to be a bit reluctant to overall use his Tigers And ultimately, I mean, again, they've been standing up for so long without really doing anything. That's a bit dangerous, and that's a bit of a waste of resources, which does seem to be a bit Fahu's specialty in some regards. Just have resources standing up doing nothing. Alright, I need to turn that off again. That's a bit there taking up. Guards going to be fighting where's the Panthers. Both Panthers advancing. Might want to consider getting up a machine gun for them. I mean, he's got the munitions for it. And there we go, Tiger's taking the farthest stroke. No, stay off the ice, man. Unless you're fancy reenacting the Bismarck with Tiger tanks. And there we go, we might be seeing an attempt at a direct hit there with a B4. No, it's actually shooting at something else. And there we go, Tiger's got it, Conscript shock troopers getting murdered here. Aerohank suffering heavily. Tigers need to get the devil out of there. ISU-152 moving in. S-35, KB-1. Massive armor response. Tigers just need to get out of there. Tiger taking a hit there. Pull back. No, don't move the other Tiger forwards, Fahu. Oh, no. Fahu may... Or maybe it's just some pathing issues. I'm not sure. There we go. Popping smoke. And we're seeing Kanonen focus supporting. Tracking up there as well. Looks like the Tigers might be able to escape this one. Mind you, air support craft like the Kanonenvogel can't do anything if you don't have line of sight to the target.
Enemy fire!
Little thing to keep in mind. Panthers moving in. There we go. Found the sunlight was provided. Or perhaps I'm wrong. Anyways. Panthers advancing engaged here by the vets. 22 S-35. S-35 needs to be careful. It's a bit closer than Blizzard. Tigers made it back here. Nice little raid from Fahu. So it's definitely getting thrown back a bit now. Panthers suffering engine damage. S-35 closing in on veterans E3. That would definitely be huge here for Aerohank. You can get it up to that. KB1 should probably be leading the way though. Provide line of sight and all that. ISU-152 mounted support. Careful, Aerohank, careful. You might be moving a bit too far ahead there with your S-35.
Squad replenished.
Your greed might be getting the best of you.
Guards troops ready
More
for
guards arriving and advancing for E1pandie. Tiger counter-attack setting in here from the flank. Good job there. Taking advantage of the focus on the Panthers to push in with the Tigers. Though we also at the same time see here ISU-152 fighting away. Then nice hit on the Tiger. Field gun setting up. K1 though did not stand a chance to that kind of armoured assault. Blizzard, fire. Bit of a contradiction there. Panther moving ahead. S-35 moving in from the other side, but it is cut off from its own. ISU-152 forced to pull back. Panther popping smoke. S-35 might get to veterans E3. Tiger needs to move away. Pop smoke. There we go. Veterans E3, S-35 increasing rate of fire considerably. Tigers are taking heavy damage. ISU-152 closing in on veterans E2. Panther down. Panther down. And looks like the S-35 here might get it. No! Panther going to do his tactical movement. Oh, they might get it in return. They might have gotten the elephant. But he's going to lose a veterans E3 S-35. He got a bit too greedy in return there and was punished by it by the Wehrmacht. But, oh! Good lord, ISU-1 got a hit. He used... No, he didn't. I thought he used the concrete piece. That would have been pretty cool. But no, still nice hit there. Got the Tiger. Using tracking and focus sight, well played there. And again, ISU-152 does have a massive range. A lot of people seem to forget that, but again, ISU-152 can be very lethal if properly handled. And so we're seeing close. Oh, good lord! Don't float so much. Don't float so much. It's not impressive. Over here to Aerohank with an S-35 to replace the elite S-35 again. That was a rather tragic loss there, but again, good use of tactical movement to quickly get behind it with a few rockets and Panzerfüchse and light its tailpipe on fire. Also, the scout car still there. Impressive. If the Grenadiers were to hold up here defensively, just saying if they were, they probably would be better off with the light machine gun to help with it. Another Panzerwerfer barrage here. Sending the guards infantry running as everything around them explodes.
Tank destroyer here. We have secured
And apparently I think he's firing away mortars to set off any mines that might have been laid down by Aerohank. One way to do it, certainly. Still lacking in infantry, Fahu. Still lacking in infanterie. Like your Panzer Spielwagen moving up.
Enemy contact!
Certainly one of the less used light or scout vehicles by 1944-45. By the way, they were basically replacing it with either larger ones like the 234, also known upgraded with as the Puma, or they were replacing them with either half-tracked or tracked scout vehicles. Like, for example, this kind of half-track, in fact, just with this sort of thing mounted there instead of a mortar. That's, for example, one of the more common half-tracks or scout cars by the later stages. Other vehicles were basically, like the Panzer II Lux, or the Ausklärungspanzer 83 T. Those are basically the sort of ones they were going for, and this one basically not really useful since it pretty much was only really useful as a scout car on the roads. Off-roads, it didn't do so well.
Soviet territory has
Again, tactical movement! Even perhaps using it to rush the snipers. Clever move there, clever move. I like it. I like it. Good use of tactical movement there. Wunderbar. But of course, at the same time, when an ISU-152 hanging about is, you usually don't want to be running towards that.
forces are capturing our supplies.
He might have lied to his troops. Yeah, there is no heavy weapons that might blow you to bits. So feel free to run that way.
Do you need something?
Soviets holding on, but it's certainly getting a bit more desperate. Shock troopers versus grenadiers. Nice hit there.
You need something built?
The enemy is reduced to 200 points.
Might want to consider getting a second Su-35 out. Also, no catches for them. Definitely one of the things that's favoured the Germans a lot, and helped them a lot. I mean, basically, at the same time, Panthers assault. Still no light additional machine guns up. It does help the Panthers quite a bit versus infantry to have that third MG up.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Right hand side following their overall to the fascist advances.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Field guns moving up a bit on their lonesome. Bit dangerous there, bit dangerous. Also looks like Pandie's getting a bit cautious there with this ISU-152. Also, you can turn off focus sight. I mean, there's a lot of units in front of it, so don't really need it. It only limits, how much you can do with it. To, turn it off.
Infantry shooting at us.
Panthers advancing though. Looks like he might be trying to get off a hit there. Shoot, shoot. There we go. Oh, looks like he failed to penetrate. Unfortunate.
They see us!
Su-35 also joining in the fun. Stop up the ISU-152. Shoot, shoot, tracking, shoot. Oh well. Right hand side now predominantly German.
What do you need?
Ammunitions cache up for Dilophos. Lovely. And back to him, in fact. Might be sending up for another super close air support. The Kanonen Vogel. Perhaps more tactical movement. Also, he could consider getting another Panzerbefehlswagen. Panzer forced away. Conscripts here with the DP still doing nicely.
It's done.
Tiger slowly creeping up the right hand side.
Ready for order.
Another Panzer on the way while this one, Vet 22, continues to blast the Russians into the dirt. And there we go, Vet 22 on the ISU-152. Increasing rate of fire and accuracy, overall making it more lethal.
Maxim crew taken out.
Maxim crew dead, most assuredly. That was not the best idea there, Dilophos. You know what's there, so might want to consider not hang about it. In particular, not as you might be noticing, it's actually firing considerably faster now, Vet 22. Noticeably much faster. He seems to be attacking ground there.
Half-track ready.
Guards infantry caught on the ice there, setting up mines to prevent a base assault there. Nice idea, in fact, though a bit late. Another Kanonenvogel is ready to strike in the name of the Luftwaffe. We've also got the mortar attack providing constant support here, lovely as well. Soviets need to be a bit more aggressive, but they seem to be holding up. They just seem to be holding on to this victory point, look likely going for the victory point victory at this stage, utilising the supreme range and firepower of the Su-152 heavy assault gun. There was also the Su-152 before it, which was actually based on the KV-1 chassis. Had a same caliber gun, but lower velocity, thus less effective against enemy armour. And that was those pioneers. I think, you know, Dilophos might want to at the very least pop down some smoke before going in there. Just a suggestion. So otherwise, I mean, he's pretty much just feeding the beast killer here, as it was known, as Sphero boy. If I pronounced that correctly. Panthers leading in. A bit too close there again. Need to utilise his range properly, which means not having up on the bloody front line all the time. And there we go. Luftwaffe away. Carrying up the Soviet infantry with his 37mm cannons. And there you go, Panther's actually quickly pulling back. No attempt at smoke here, looks like he's confident. Tiger taking out a flank position. Oh, it might be a pincer maneuver, Baiting in with the Panthers, then heading in with the Tigers from the angles. Oh, but a mine went off, they're damaging the engine. A nice little engagement here. Looks like the... Just stop with focus sight, turn it off. And pull back the Su-152. At the same time, a B-4 Howard is going up. Stunned Panther. There we go, finally it's off, but it might be too late there. Might be too late, buttoning up heroically. But I fear that was a mistake, having it too much on focus sight right there. And there we go, Su-152, a smouldering wreck. Its crew dying a heroic death. Tiger veterans you won, Panther veterans you won. Soviet base, Soviet frontline, utter chaos. And the B-4 never got to fire a shot. And the Germans are actually pulling back, worried about something that might come, interestingly enough. They probably could have finished it right here now. Su-35 moving in. Half-track moving up, veterans 2. Panzerwerfers rolling up. Field gun moving in straight in front of the Panther and the Panzer Grenadiers. That's hardly sustainable. Still no Pentor mounted machine gun. Oh yeah, there we go, popping smoke on the Su-35, that's this, oh, the half-track. Trying to cover it, we're seeing attack round here in the hopes of blasting it. One way by way of dealing with smoke, attack round. But there we go, he's acting in the other Tiger in front and laying down a fresh smoke screen just in case. That's another nice use of the pan tactician there. It's rarely used, but it's still quite nice to lay down smoke screen in front of another unit to cover it up that way. Good job there, Fahu. But another Su-152 is fired into the flank of the Tiger. Whew. Definitely a bit one of the more exciting 2 versus 2s I've seen in some time. In particular, that Tiger recovery. That one really takes the prize. Panther charging still. He really would have benefited from a light machine guns up there. And another Befehlspanzer, come on, Befehlspanzer. Tiger trying to get away, but he's actually splitting them up. He might be trying to bait in the heavy assault guns and tanks and then flank in here with the Tiger with a quick blitzkrieg maneuver. I hope he's doing that. Sadly, the mortar attack was lost, which is a bit unfortunate. There we go, sending in from the flank, flanking the Su-35 there. Good. Tiger though. Oh, he's actually moving the Su-35 in front. Oh dear, bad idea. And we go, Su-35 wasted there. That could probably have been a bit avoided, but at least he's got one Tiger. The Befehlspanzer has arrived to support once more the German armoured advance here. Tiger trying to get away, though he should probably just blitzkrieg towards the Su-152. Oh, they are moving forwards with focus sight. That's dangerous. That's dangerous when he knows what he's facing. Looks like E1pandie might be panicking. Panther hitting a mine. But they get it. And we're seeing another Cannon infiltration run called in. And everything's just lined up here. Oh, it's just a massacre. Just a massacre. Engineers. Field gun down in the face of the 3rd centimeter gun. 3rd Panzer moving up the left flank to support the infantry there. Snipers being pushed away. MG42 holding up here at the base. Looks like some reconnaissance moving in here from Fahu. Panther down. MG42 and the headquarters suffering heavily here under the might of the Luftwaffe. Scout car pulling away. Still on the... Oh, it finally went down. It finally went down. Tight loss. And Tiger soon. Veterancy 2. Veterancy 3. Panzer Economy moving up as well. Another Tiger. Another Granate in there for Wagen. Shock tubers blown to bits. Oh, so much going on. But the Soviets keep fighting for the glory of the motherland. Their will cannot be stopped by mere German steel, it would seem. And certainly things are looking rather close in terms of victory points, but now the Germans sort of really digging in with the Befehlspanzer and an elite Grenadier squad holding up one of the points here. More Panzer V5 Tiger needs to get away. Sadly, no mortar after to lay down a fresh smoke screen. Panzer V is doing what they can here, but sadly can't quite get off enough saturation to really suppress the area. Panzer is rushing in front here, encountering a severe storm of machine gun fire. Field gun though moving up through the blizzard. Another smoke screen. At the very least, this Tiger should move in, blitz in, and save the day. Come on. Fahu, you do seem to be awfully passive with your Tigers at times.
We have lost a squad. The enemy has only 50 points.
Going for the victory point there. Interesting enough, this one also not seeing much work. How the Tiger went down. Panzer Grenadier holding up that victory point.
One of our panzers has been destroyed.
Snipers continue to... Oh, there we go! Panzerwerfer Doom!
MG42 has arrived.
They finally got their punishment, and the Panzerwerfer its Veterancy 3.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Panzer flanks!
This makes perfect.
And there we go, Veterancy 2, increased range, 3 scatter.
Our forces increase.
Field gun under bombardment from another one. Direct hit. And there we go, dead. Back to the Soviets and E1pandie. Alone Panther advances. Tiger for some reason actually pulling far back. And we're seeing for the motherland up. Why is he first using it now? Why not use it earlier when it might have had some effect with all of his infantry? Come on, Aerohank, it's actually a reasonably powerful ability. So it's a bit sad, you know, didn't get around to using it before now. Tisk, 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 Aerohank, tisk, tisk. I am disappointed. And certainly for the motherland is nothing versus the Befehlspanzerwagen.
New units have arrived.
And there we go, Tot. And there we go, a victory for Deutschland. A brutal, hard-fought battle, much armour lost, but also some recovered. Certainly had its good moments. Again, that one there, the first time I saw it though, when I was checking out this replay, really had me laughing like an idiot for several minutes. Good lord, that was just impressive. I mean, not just did he steal it, not just did he put up smoke, but then he actually laid down a smoke screen from his mortar half deck to really properly cover the retreat That is how you do it. So again, thumbs up there to Fahu. That was actually incredible. ISU-152 though suffered some problems again. I think it was partly again too much reliance and focus sight at times again, not really taking advantage of its full range, sort of being short. He couldn't be easily rushed at by the Panthers. That was a bit of a bad move there from E1pandie. Lack of mines, and again from Aerohank, a bit of lack of infantry, but all, and I think also from E1pandie, but also a bit of lack sometimes using the other abilities, like for the motherland. That could really, help them properly out a bit more. Also, E1pandie stop spamming snipers like that. That's just stupid, and it's a waste of manpower. You could use some other infantry, or some more units, or some fuel caches, and that was certainly one of the things that helped the Germans. Their caches, they got more resource in the longer run, and that could also allow them to push out more tanks. So that was actually well played there by them, and it also benefited both of them. Also knowing here the placement of the bunker between the two headquarters. Good teamwork there as well, by the way. Good teamwork. Nice use of Panzerwerfers. Alright use of Panthers, though again, he should have had machine guns out of them. It actually helps the Panthers quite a bit. Could have used a bit better with the first Panzerwerfer Wagner, could have used another one sooner, but still, good use of that. Overall, good use of his dogs in the Blitzkrieg dogs. I mean, he used all the abilities pretty much. So nice use of that. Even the Luftwaffe did something right. Can't quite say the same here. Some of the bombing strikes were not so well handled, but again, they were lacking in caches. They only came about too late. Same with for the motherland. KV-1s probably could have stood to be a bit used better, and again in larger numbers. So there's some problems there, but also some places, they were floating too many resources. Again, in the case of Fahu, though, he needs to stop, hanging about with his Tigers too much. Again, they were basically just standing about collecting dust. That's not how you use a Tiger tank. So there were some problems there, but overall, nice game there, nice tense action, not just, mindless grinding, but actually tanks on the flanks. Good. Pincer maneuvers and all sorts of daring maneuvers. What we like to see in a good 2 versus 2. So I certainly hope you enjoyed this matchup. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends. If you didn't, why not provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers, and remember to use that smoke.